I just don't like her, guys. I'm sorry. I've tried. I've seen enough of her interviews, bro. It's just not for me. It's not for me, guys. Her or Gal Gadot. I'm not a fan. Okay. Not saying that I'm one of the individuals that the movie was probably made for. I may not be the target audience. I believe it. That's not me. Nothing's interesting about the film for me personally. And you guys keep sending me information regarding it. And I'm just like, listen, it is gonna be bad because she's in it, guys. You guys told me to watch over on the movie reaction channel, The Hunger Games, and the actress was in it. And I was just like, why do you have me watching this woman on screen, bro? I don't want to see this. I complained the whole time. I was like, oh, she could sing. That's nice. But other than that, no, thank you, guys. But either way, Disney humiliated after super woke Snow White's huge flop at the box office. Guys, what did you expect? Did you expect anything good from this film, guys? Honestly, right? Did you? Just a suggestion via Discord, guys. Let's go and jump into this immediately. Let's do it, guys.
Disney is going woke and going broke once again.
Makes sense.
Film production juggernaut refused to learn from the mistakes of Bud Light and Nike, pushing ahead with their hyper woke remake of the Disney classic Snow White.
Guys, have you seen Nike's stock price? Look at what it once was and look at what it is now. They lost so much money, bro. Like when it says go woke or go broke, I never actually understood what that actually meant. I was just like, you know what? That's wild. Let people have their opinions type of thing. But I think Nike is probably the best example of go woke or go broke, bro. You make it uncomfortable for everyone to sit here and buy your product because now you represent something else, bro. We don't want to represent that. That's wild, right? I can only imagine. But either way.
Pushing ahead with their hyper woke remake of the Disney classic Snow White.
No longer 1937. It is
going to be saved by the prince.
Saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Okay.
And the leader that her late father
That's
told her that she could be
amazing.
if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There is a big focus on her.
Can't stand this, guys.
With a guy who literally stalks her. So we didn't do that this time.
Bro, what are you talking about? Like I know the story of Snow White. Okay. It's highly unfortunate that I had to sit here and watch that whole thing again. I have no idea if that's even going to be able to be put on here, mainly because of the music, but we'll see.
And to no one's surprise,
Glad it's over though.
Fired on them, with the movie only bringing in $48 million during its opening weekend, despite costing a whopping $240 million to be made. And of those who did see the film, the ratings were abysmal, with a 2.4 out of 10 on IMDb and a 43% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, plus 1 out of 5-star rating from The Guardian. This theatregoer showed the extent of the flop, with hardly any seats taken in the theater for the movie screening.
Guys,
The streets of London.
Hey, what?
Oh my god.
Mommy.
Oh my god, guys.
The delusion ran deep.
Guys, check the IMDb. Check it out. Type in Snow White 2025 on Google. Oh my god. They said 2 point something? Nah, that's a lie, bro. It is not 2 point something. It's 1.9.
Deep, with the lead, Rachel Zegler, adamant that there would be lines to see the film.
God, bro.
And to everyone who hates when I win, the winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her. And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
You fail.
And commentators are so fed up with the lead character that they're blaming the demise of the movie squarely on her.
It's her.
We can start out with the creative bankruptcy of remaking another animated classic instead of making something new. But yes, it's all Rachel Zegler and her behavior. And if it was just one comment, it probably would have been forgotten by now.
Yeah, it would have been.
But it was comment after comment, and it was pissing off everybody, pissing off old Disney fans, pissing off new Disney fans, pissing off Trump supporters, pissing off all of America. And it became such a disaster that they had to shut her up, which was the smartest move they made. But the onus is all on her and Disney's reaction to it. And quite frankly, if she has said nothing, her movie, probably still forgettable, would have done a lot better.
Would have.
It seems this perspective could be right, with Rachel Zegler condemning Trump voters, pushing them away from seeing her movie. She shockingly said in a statement, "May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace." She then doubled down, saying she deserves to be paid for every stream.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
Commentator Michael Knowles blasted the remake, saying every change from the original Snow White was for the worst.
Snow White is the first American feature-length animated movie. 1937. It's one of the most beloved movies of all time. Even if Disney had not fallen prey to wokeness and nonsense in recent years, even if Disney still had the most talented people in the world working with the best writers, with a good sense of narrative and the cultural moment, even if everything worked perfectly, it would have been almost impossible for this movie to succeed, because you're comparing it to one of the most beloved films of all time and a truly groundbreaking movie. And Disney was not sending its best. I sat through the whole thing. I don't want to say it was the worst movie I've ever seen. It wasn't. But every way that the movie changed the story from the original, the 1937 movie, or even from the original Grimm Brothers fairy tale, every way that Disney changed the story, it changed it for the worse. This was really bad. It was extremely leftist on every political dimension: racial politics, sexual politics, class politics, regime politics. Its narrative was cowardly. It was just awful.
Commentator Douglas Murray agrees, saying the movie is a stinker.
Oh, gosh, Douglas, this remake is reportedly to have cost more than $200 million, and Disney seemed too scared to properly promote this movie.
The movie's a stinker.
It's quite interesting. Disney has had a terrible run of it because it's still as a studio trying to pump out the sort of material which might have been briefly thought to be a good idea in, I don't know, the summer of 2020, but really looks horribly dated and actually misreading the situation now.
Right. It's like redoing Captain America, like right now. Good luck, Disney.
I mean, I think I've said to you before, Rita, but in general, when they do these remakes, and they're done by people who hate the original. Like, Snow White just has to be the woman she knows she can be and the leader she believes she can be. Maybe you should just invent a different story.
That would make sense.
Call it something different. Disney seem to know that they've got another stinker of a movie here. I might be wrong, but
they don't
seem
know.
To know. Rather like
they don't know.
Pretty woke remake of Peter Pan a couple of years ago that bombed at the box office. Disney clearly know that they've got to silence their star, and that's why last week the huge launch of the film was in the middle of nowhere in Spain at a castle that was said to have inspired the original cartoon. The castle in question is far away from most people. About 100 people were invited, which you can't say is the average sort of movie premiere setup. I mentioned in my post column, but as well as sending her to a far-off castle, you can't help thinking that Disney's executives must have been wishing they could also give the star a poisoned apple that would set her to sleep for many years.
Guys, all right. I think we get the gist here. What I really want to do really quickly is see if we can actually pull it up on the screen here, guys, because this is wild. Snow White 2025. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and see this. Oh yeah, it's here, guys. Let's go ahead and hit that button right there, and then I think this button. Guys, hold the phone here, buddy. Right there, guys. Wait. Rooting for the apple. Listen, Disney's live-action Snow White is finally here, and after watching it, I can confidently say that the magic mirror needs a new prescription. Okay? The movie is less fairest of them all and more fairest at the failing upwards. Guys, what is another unnecessary remake of a classic tale? At least, hey, listen, at least it's a 2 out of 10. That's better than the majority of them. 1 out of 10 here, guys, right? Sleepy, dopey, and now I'm grumpy. Watch the original. Okay, so here's the thing. Based off what I'm seeing here is that it could be a good amount of people that are just upset that they did this, guys. Yeah. Um, yeah, I wish I knew the names of some of these people. That would pretty much make sense. As a matter of fact, let's see if we can actually find some of the. Let's see that button there. If we can find, let's see, the critic reviews. I think that'll probably be a little bit more like less biased. Let's say. But I can definitely tell you the people have spoken. The people have decided that this is just not a thing. Mm, okay, so 3.5 stars. All right, I kind of expect a little bit more from Robert, but all right, guys. Core elements likely to criticism, condescending betrayal of dwarves. Okay. Uh, all right, guys. All right, I get the gist of it. So, from what I'm seeing here, at least, is that the people have basically spoken and said that this is terrible. All right, while some of the critics most likely are sitting here saying that's not the case here. There could be a little bit of like political bias in the statements here, and to be honest, I think it's probably the latter. Like, is the film terrible? If you watch it like without 2025 like political eyes, let's say, it's probably not as bad as we're perceiving it, from on the outside. Am I going to go out of my way to watch it? No, I'm not the target audience, guys. I'm telling you, I'm going to hate it. Like, I'm going to hate it no matter what, if that makes any sense. Like, even if it's really good, I'm going to be like, mid 4 out of 10. I'm telling you, I just know it. Snow White. I don't care about this film. I don't care about the story. Nope, doesn't matter to me at all, truthfully. So I'm not, I know it already. I'm not the target audience. But I'm not sure I'd give the film one out of 10. I think it's just mainly the lead actress, that just completely rubbed everyone wrong. And they're just like, you know what? I don't like her. 1. I'm telling you. But either way, listen, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.